I'm Shelby, and today I'm going to be talking about my backstage experience at Tour Jack and Jack in Cleveland. So what happened was, well, I'll start from the beginning. I bought tickets in July. I just bought general admission. I didn't want to get I didn't get VIP or I didn't get VIP because didn't have that kind of money. My mom didn't want to spend a lot of money because I already got like meet and greet. I got meet and greet for the Janoskins already for my birthday, which is in September. But anyways, so what happened was, okay, I bought tickets in July, and then the Digi Tour account tweeted on Twitter, said they mentioned something about it's not too late to join the Digi Tour Street team. So I go on the Digi Tour Street team, and I looked on how to apply because it looked like I was like, oh, this seems really interesting. So I go on the thing and it says what I got to do to apply, which was pretty much just to tweet them like what city you are going to, and so I did. And they favorited my tweet and they followed me. So I followed them back and I turned their notifications on so I can keep updated. Well, the deadline was like August. It was around August 1st. And so then they sent an email to everybody that was accepted and approved to be in the street team. And what we had to do was we had to promote for the Jack and Jack tour. We had to go talking to people, posting flyers up and all that. And honestly, I thought it was actually really fun. And in the email, it mentioned that there will be 36 first place winners and 36 VIP winners, which was runner-ups. But backstage, first place, the 36 people give backstage and 36 people give VIP. Backstage is first place and VIP was second place. So when I go into the email and it said you get extra bonus points if you make a video, okay? So around August 3rd or 4th, I went out and I promoted and I videotaped myself doing it, and videos not doing it. So I made 2 videos. I did a promo video for a tour promo, like an advertisement, what's gonna who's gonna be there and what's gonna happen, blah blah blah. And I made of me, it was a vlog. It was a 2-day vlog or whatever. It was about 10 minutes long. If you find it, you can go up to my channel right now and look for it. But yeah, I did 2 videos, okay? And then a week later, they sent out another email for an extra bonus mission, which was if you went to a concert or somewhere that has a lot of people and a lot of teenage girls, and you passed out there, that'll give you super extra bonus points, and that will pretty much boost you up to win backstage passes. Well, luckily enough, on August 9th, I went to Milwaukee to an Austin Mahone concert that I already bought tickets for in April. So I promoted there, and I personally sent Digi pictures of me handing the posters out, not the posters, but flyers out, and they were like, great, that's so awesome, thank you. And then on August 11th, which was 6 days before my concert, Digi announced the winners. Well, I was so anxious. I'm so nervous. I'm seriously I'm not gonna win these backstage passes. I want to meet them so bad, but this is not gonna happen. And then finally, they tweeted the Cleveland winners. Well, my name and this other girl's name, we won backstage passes. I promise you, I freaked out so much. I started pulling my eyes out, and I was like, oh my god, I'm really gonna meet Jack and Jack. I'm this is not happening, but it is happening. I'm going backstage, hang out with Jack and Jack. This is crazy. So I call my friend up. I wasn't gonna tell my friend a couple days before the concert for a surprise, but I just ended up telling her that night because I was too excited. And I called my friend and I was like, guess what? And she was like, what? I was like, I won backstage passes to Jack and Jack. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I won backstage passes to Jack and Jack. I was like, we get to meet them and get to hang out with them personally. And my friend started crying. She's like, you're lying to me. You didn't get passes. Why are you doing this to me? Don't mess up my feelings. I was like, I'm serious. I was like, go on my Twitter and look at Digi's tweet. And she did, and then she was like, oh my god. She's like, Shelby, you did not. Oh, my friends started freaking out. Okay. Yes, I get best friend of the year, so that's awesome. Okay, so Saturday comes the day before the concert. We drove over 300 miles from South Bend, Indiana to Cleveland, Ohio, and we stayed by the airport. So we get there, we got to Cleveland around 4 o'clock. So we decided to go downtown around 7. So we hung out at the hotel room, we hung out, and yeah, we just hung out. We went downtown around 7 or 8. We get downtown, you know, we look around because we wanted to find the House of Blues. Well, we found the House of Blues, and on it said Digitour Jack and Jack, and it had 17 next to it, you know, for August 17th. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, Catherine, that's gonna happen to us tomorrow. We're gonna be right here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Well, we got 5 hours early to the concert, but we're like, that's tomorrow. We started freaking out. So around like 9, 10 o'clock, we left. We went back to the hotel room. And what made us mad was, seriously, like 10 minutes after we left, Jack and Jack and Sammy and Nate and Jake and you know, all them people on part of it, they went downtown right after we did. And they took a picture. Jack G, I think it was either a Snapchat or a picture of like this colorful tower. I was like, we were right by there. I was like, are you kidding me? But anyways, okay. And so the next day comes, and it's the day of the concert, and I'm so excited. I got up at like 10 o'clock. But anyways, me and my friends, so we got ready, and we got ready, and we took about 2 hours, so we didn't leave around noon. And we went and got lunch at Denny's, and then my mom dropped us off at the venue at 1 o'clock. So we get in the VIP line, and we met some amazing fans. You guys were awesome. I think it was Savannah, Katie. Ugh, I can't forget this other girl's name. I'm sorry. I still love you though. Even though I forgot your name, I still love you. I know her Twitter name is like @fangirl4life though. So, and it's like it's life has a Y. Okay, so if you want to follow her, you can follow her. But yeah, we waited in line, and like I had to go to Will Call to get my passes, but they didn't like have. Okay, I'll just get to that story. Okay, so we were waiting in line. Like VIP gets in at 3:30. Oh yeah, and Backstage, I guess we found out the day before that it included meet and greet. So we got to do meet and greet. So we got to meet them twice basically. We got to meet them before the show and after the show. Okay, so I go to Will Call like they said to think. Well, they didn't have the list at all of the winners. And so me, my friend, and the other girl that won and her friend, we started freaking out. We're like, we won't be able to go in. I was like, we only got general admission and like nobody's here. Well, thank God, Andre, by the way, you are freaking. He is like seriously awesome. He is like, you go on. He is documenting like the whole entire tour and putting like making a video for Jack and Jack. Okay, and we asked him, we're like, can you please help us out? Like, get somebody, you know, that deals with this kind of stuff. He's like, okay. So he got somebody for us. Her name was Nina. She was really awesome too. So thank you so much, Nina. But yeah, and we got to cut some of the VIP people. So we got to go like into like it was like into another room because that's what the meet and greet was, and it was like stairs, like on each side, and like it was a platform, so it was like almost like a porch kind of thing. And so we were going up the stairs, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, I see Kenny Hollins. I was like, oh my god, I see Kenny Hollins. Like he was on, it was like in a line. It was like Kenny, Amy, then it was Jake, Nate, Sammy, and then you had Jack and Jack. And Jack, so I was in like the line that was like right here. So we started getting closer and closer, and all of a sudden I see blonde hair. I'm like, oh my god. I told my best friend, I was like, I see Johnson's hair. I was like, this is happening. And then I get a little bit closer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I see both Jacks. And I was like, they're real. I was like, they're not fake at all. They're not on a phone screen or anything. And I almost started crying, but I didn't. But anyways, I made my friend go ahead of me because I was like kind of nervous to meet Jack Galinsky, because Jack Galinsky is my favorite. Like, oh my god, he is perfect. I love him so much, and he's so amazing. I seriously don't want him to change at all. Like, he is just perfect the way he is, and I love him so much. So yeah, if you're watching this, Jack, I love you so much. But yeah, so I made my friend go, and she took a picture, and she took a picture with each one. And then it was my turn. I first hugged Jack Johnson, and he asked what my name was. I was like, Shelby, and he was like, what? So I was like, Shelby. He's like, oh, that's a really pretty name. I was like, oh my god, thank you. And then I went to Galinsky, and oh my god, let me just say, Galinsky gives like the best hugs ever. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it is like the best thing in the whole entire world. He is so sweet, and I was afraid that I was gonna be taller than Jack Johnson, but he was taller than me. So I was like, yes. My picture turned out pretty cute. Now I had pictures at the end of the video, so you guys can see the pictures. But so I took a picture, and I asked Jack Galinsky if he could take my phone and take selfies with it, and he did. And so we took a couple selfies. It was me, him, and Jack Johnson. But Jack Galinsky was holding it. And then I asked him if I could kiss him on the cheek because I noticed ahead of time that girls were asking him for him to kiss them, and he kept saying no. So I was like, I'm not gonna ask him. And I was going backstage. So I was like, I have a feeling that he might actually say yes because it's backstage. Because there's only gonna be 4 girls backstage. I was like, I have a feeling that he'll say yes. But okay, so I hugged them, and then I was like, bye, I love you. And then I go to Sammy and Nate and Jake. I first hugged Jake, and then Nate, and then Sammy. And as you're taking the picture, I know Sammy probably didn't mean to, but my butt was kind of touched by Sammy Wilkinson. Yeah, so I mean, it was a little weird, but I didn't know it was an accident, so I was like, I'm not gonna flip about it. And so then I go to Cody Johns, and I went to Amy. I went to Kenny Holland, and Kenny Holland gives really good hugs too. If you go to a VIP for the Jack and Jack on the Jack and Jack tour, seriously, Kenny gives like the biggest, warmest hugs ever. Like, he will not like let go. He'll be like, give me a bigger hug than that. And so I got a picture of him, like the pictures of us hugging. And so we leave, and then I go down. Like, VIP goes first in, but we had to wait in like a line or whatever. So we're just waiting in line, and we didn't end up like. Then we started getting let into the concert, and we didn't stay on the ground because it was going to be too packed. I was like, I knew like how girls are at concerts, because I go to a lot of stand-up concerts, and usually girls, I'm not trying to offend anyone out there, but a lot of girls push and shove and just plain rude, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get hurt before I meet them again. Like, I'm not gonna. I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. And I just thought so sassy. That's not gonna happen. No. But so we decided to go on the balcony. When we were on the balcony, Jack Galinsky's dad was actually Jack Galinsky's family was 2 rows in front of us, and we were like, Jack's dad! And he waved, and he filmed us, and we waved at him, and it was like really cool. So it was like kind of cool. Yeah. But anyways, okay. So the concert's going on and on and on and on. Concert's over. So let me just say, best concert of my life. The music was so loud, but it was so pumping. My head was seriously like pounding like hell. But you know what? It was totally all worth it. Honest to God, I will go to Digi if I have like Digi Tour comes again. But if it's like somebody else, but still, I will still go. It is honestly fun, and they know how to put on a good show, that is for sure. And the Jacks, oh my god, the Jacks are perfect singing. There's a couple mess ups, but it was also because it was also the first show, and of course, and their first tour, so it's like, of course, there's gonna be a couple mistakes, you know. And so, like, after the concert, we had to go to a designated area. It was like at a staircase, and Nina comes out from backstage and is like, yes, these girls are with me so they can come backstage. And as we were going up the stairs, these girls were like giving us the dirtiest looks because we were about to go backstage, and we're like, well, we wanted backstage passes, so you can hate all you want, but we worked hard for them. But anyways, okay, so we started walking backstage, and we go behind this curtain, and we're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then like we got like some water because I really needed it, definitely. And like we met at boxes, or like some boxes, and Nina was like, hold on, let me see if they're ready already. And so we're waiting, and Andre, like from earlier, he was filming, and he was filming us, like asking like if we went backstage. We're like, yeah, and he asked like how we won it, and he asked our friends as like how much they love us for like winning. And like midway through my friend talking, she like whispers to she's like, Sammy is right behind you. And I'm like, what? She goes, Sammy is right behind you, shirtless. And I was turned around, and there Sammy is, smiling at me and looked at me up and down. And I was like, oh my god. Shirtless in person, he is perfection. I am not gonna kid you. I mean, that boy is, oh my god. Shirtless in person is seriously the best thing ever. But anyways, I hugged him, and I got a couple like pictures with him. I got one with like a silly one. Well, not a silly one, like I'm sticking my tongue out, and he's like doing like you see like his oh god, his lips. But anyways, and then I got him kissing me on my cheek. It was my right cheek though. Well, I don't know the video, whatever. But it was on my right cheek, he kissed me. And he signed my phone. So I'll put a picture at the end too of my phone case signed. Him and Galinsky both did, but Galinsky's didn't come out so good because like I first had him sign my phone and like it messed up, but on the case, Sammy signed my case too, and Jack Galinsky did too, but as he was writing, like it faded, and I was like, that's weird because I just got them brand new. But anyways, so I hugged Sammy and talked to him. All of a sudden, the Jacks come out, and both, I'm talking dose Jacks were shirtless. I was like, oh my god, look at those abs. Oh my god. Oh. So I hugged Johnson first, and I was like, oh my god, I love you. And I was like talking about like how like the show was amazing and some other personal stuff that I really don't want to talk about because it was like personal, and I just want to keep that like between us and all. And then I asked for a picture, and I asked if he could kiss me on the cheek, and he kissed me on my right cheek too. Everyone kissed me on my right cheek basically. And I hugged him, and I was just talking to him, hung out with him. And then I went to Jack Galinsky, and I was talking to Jack for a little bit. And he was talking about like how like he tweeted a picture a couple days ago with his thumb, and he was like, "Did you see me slip?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "I did." And I was like, "Oh, I feel so bad." He's like, I was like, "I love you so much." I was like, "Feel better. I hope it gets better." And he's like, "Oh, thanks, babe." So he called me babe, so that is amazing. It's the best thing ever, being called babe on my face. Babe, being called babe on my fave. Hey, that rhymes. But no. And then I was like, can I get a picture? He kissed me on my cheek. So yes, he kissed me on my cheek, shirtless. And then I asked both Jacks if they could each kiss me on the cheek in a picture. They're like, yeah. Well, sadly, Jack Johnson, well, not sadly, but Jack Johnson put on his shirt already, but Mike Galinsky was still shirtless. And in the picture, you see his body. It is perfection. Like, everybody, like, I posted a picture on Twitter, and everybody's like, you went at life. Goodbye. I was like, I think I fulfilled every girl's dreams right now. Being kissed by both Jacks with one of them shirtless, it's just amazing. And he had a band-aid on because he was saying how he got shots like a couple of days before the tour or whatever. Maybe it was a week or so. He got shots before. But anyway, so we're talking to him for a while. I also got a picture with Nate and Jake and not with Amy, both also with Kenny Holland. And Jake did the Transformers voice. I didn't Vine it though because my phone was at like 6%, so I wanted to hurry up and take pictures. But anyways, yeah. And then I can think. So sadly, about 15 minutes went by, and sadly we had to go. So I hugged Jack Galinsky, and I was like, I love you so much. And I was like, you're my favorite, Jack. I was like, but I love Jack Johnson, but I was like, you're just my fave. Like, I seriously adore you. And he was like, oh, I love you too, babe, and you're my fave. And I was like, what? I was like, what? And he was like, no. And he's like, oh, my fans are my fave. And I was like, yeah. Me and Sammy looked at it. I looked at me and Sam looked at each other. We're like, yeah, okay. So me and Sam both laughed at that. And then I hugged everybody else, and I sadly left. I came out of the venue freaking out. Yeah, so they're seriously amazing. I seriously recommend you at least get VIP for the tour if your city still has tickets, because I'm telling you, it is seriously the best thing ever to meet them. They are so sweet in person. I honestly thought it was going to be completely different. Like I thought I wasn't going to kiss me with them because I was like, I'm not that pretty. So I was like, I wonder if they're going to say no and not kissing me on the cheek. And I also wanted Sammy to do the stage kiss, but like I said, I was afraid he would deny me because I'm not that pretty at all. But at least I still got a kiss on cheek, so I feel accomplished in life. I seriously want to go on another tour. Like, if they do another one, like, I want to for sure get at least VIP, because me and them is serious, like I said, the best thing ever. It is probably the best day of my life. It'll probably forever be my throwback Thursday, because, like, that's how much of a, that's how amazing it was. But anyways, that's my experience video about what happened backstage at the Jack and Jack concert on August 17th. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also if you would please, like, seriously, please, will you please share the video and tweet it to Jack and Digi so they can see, well, I want to see if the Jacks remember me, but they probably do, but who knows. But anyways, yeah, so I'm Shelby and I'm out. Peace.
We never change for anybody that would just be insane. Light a flame, rock it back and forth, let me take you away. With my words, I heard someone kicked you to the curb. Keep your head held high like you're cheaping on the herb. It's absurd, the way the dollar bill rules lives. Two types of people on this earth, who's right? One side's controlled by material things, others live for experience and everything it brings. I'm the king of the ladder, sing about what matters. At the ballpark with my friends, swing batter. Just another summer's day, watch the sun fade away. All I gotta say is we'll never change. Away from it all, not a care in the world. Watch the sun hit the water as the waves curl. Hey, no plans, but a drink in my hand. No shoes, no shirt, swimsuit, Ray-Bans. Get away from it all, no one knows where we're hiding. Come on, baby girl, what's fun, just diving. Ain't a dream, so open your eyes. We're just living in paradise. Oh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, 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 ooh, oh, oh. Swear we never change. Come with me. Beachside's where we're gonna be. Smiling and joy in the world that we living in. Party on an island somewhere in the Caribbean. Somewhere tropical underneath the hot sun. Not a worry in the world, we ain't got one. Shotgun, another brew by the deep blue.